Hey, this is Amazin.reacts, back with a brand new video on my channel. Today's video is titled Hogwarts Legacy Review. So, Hogwarts Legacy, I played this game over on my gaming channel. It was amazing. I love the game. I thought it was great. Uh, I know there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on with the author and the actors and the cast. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't care about any of that. I love the movies. They came out when I was younger, growing up, so I love those movies, and I wanted to play the game. So, let's check it out.
Levioso. Levioso. A levitation
Levioso, the first spell I ever learned in this game. Well, matter of fact, in the whole series, I believe.
Levioso. Like many, I've been waiting for a truly excellent Harry Potter game since I was in the third grade. There have been some decent attempts, but none that come close to true.
I I've never played any Harry Potter game. I'm gonna be honest. This one was the only one that came out that piqued my eye. Like if I would have saw this growing up and stuff and saw games like this, I'd have been like, nah, I'm not interested. Like give me something else. But when I saw the gameplay and stuff like that before Hogwarts Legacy came out, I knew 100% I was gonna check it out.
Truly fulfilling the fantasy of receiving your own Hogwarts admission letter. With
Yeah,
Hogwarts Legacy,
and then it wasn't like a because I didn't want it to be like a role like you you being Harry Potter and just going through the story how the movie played out with like a couple different things different. I like that this story started in a different time. You were your own character that you created and you could go through as if it was actually you going through the experience of becoming like a wizard in the Harry Potter universe. So that was one of the things that lured me to the game.
happy to say that magic has finally been captured. Its
Yeah.
open world map absolutely nails the vibe of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It has spellcasting combat that's stupefying.
Honestly, it reminds me a lot of where winds meet because like it is an open world where you can just travel wherever you look at. You can just get on your broom and go, or you can just travel there. So I do like that.
Good, the characters that inhabit it are charming and
I might
unforgettable,
replay
and
it.
it is positively brimming with countless diversions to soak up dozens of hours of your time. It may not be the most impressive technical achievement, and it is certainly cursed with a lack of enemy variety, but none of
Yeah,
Hogwarts Legacy's issues can cast a descendo charm on this triumphant visit to the wizarding world.
yeah. It's called Hogwarts Review. Yeah, by IGN too. I don't think I told you that.
Right in line with most Harry Potter tales before it, Legacy's plot has more holes than a fishnet stocking, and sorta just
I ain't gonna lie. I thought the story was good. I didn't even know it had any plot holes. But I've only played the game. I played the game twice. Yes, I played the game twice. And the first time I went through, I went through as if I was trying to be a good character. The second time I went through and I was learning all the dark arts, I had a whole lot more fun during the second playthrough when I was going through and just really being like a villain of the story. So I did like that you could kind of choose which route you wanted to go. But yeah.
expect you to accept that its magical world makes no sense. This mystical action adventure RPG begins with you transferring to Hogwarts as a fifth year for unexplained reasons, to do everything from attending classes to fighting giant spiders. The fantastic character creator has plenty of options for you to craft your ideal witch or wizard, and as soon as you do, they'll immediately become entangled in a conflict between the wizarding world and an evil goblin. On top of
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I always since they showed up in the movies, like I always thought the goblins were evil. They look evil. I'm sorry. I know people had it was like at one point that was like a controversy. Like, are you automatically assuming they look kind of like evil, like they after you or something? I don't know. It looks scary, like Leprechaun, like the evil little movie Leprechaun. I don't know. It ruined their image or something, but yeah,
that, because being in a secret society of wizards is apparently not exciting enough, you soon discover that you've got some freaky supercharged magical abilities that allow you to do extra cool stuff that also isn't really explained. If you're like me, you'll roll your eyes while 100 years worth of dead characters lecture you from paintings about the important history and how you have to save the world or whatever. But once that's over with,
yeah. It didn't
Legacy
bother me that
mostly
much.
redeems itself with a fantastic cast of non painting characters that help boil things down into a not too convoluted good guys versus bad guys conflict that ends up being a largely enjoyable tale. I am afraid it is too late to say now. You'll spend most of your
Yeah, and I do like they didn't make like such a big deal out of the classes that you take. Like you can take different classes to learn different spells. Like some of it you have to do because it's part of the story. But I do like it wasn't like I do like you didn't get to a point where you're stuck in a class and like how do I complete this task and stuff like that. I do like they did it to where it would be fun actually doing a class in Hogwarts. So I do like that.
time with the classmates who befriend you on campus, accompany you on certain quests, and help you hone your abilities as a magic user. Most are memorable and instantly endearing, like Sebastian, the cocky and morally
Yeah, I like him.
reliable Slytherin, good for getting places you're not supposed to be, or Notsai, the clever and unflappable Gryffindor. I have it all under control. Spending time with them and improving my social
Yeah,
links
I like the side characters too. They were
made
good.
my stay at Hogwarts all the more enjoyable. Unexpectedly, I even found myself looking forward to hanging out with my professors, whether it was my main man, Professor Fig, who serves as both something of a mentor and as a side.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't trust Professor Fig. I thought he was up to something sneaky the whole time. So yeah, I was a little off on that, but I did not trust him in the beginning.
Sidekick, or the wisecracking charms teacher, Professor Ronan, who made me love him mostly by making fun of me. By the looks of it, you'll spend your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Each of these characters feels like an indispensable piece of the school, and you could find them wandering the halls doing their thing and choose to spend time with your favorites. It's a huge and important part of the
I
Hogwarts
think this is like the
fantasy that
first mission I
Legacy
did.
knocks out of the park. Even better, though, is the world itself, which is packed with nearly everything I wanted in a Potter game and more. You'll
Yeah,
find yourself wandering Hogwarts' stone cobbled halls and
like that's the thing. This was so good. Normally, I'm an advocate for fast travel, which I am too once you get used to the game. But when starting off, I was like, man, forget fast travel, forget the checkpoints. I'm going to walk there because I just want to just be immersed in like the world like of Hogwarts, like going from different rooms to different halls, and it was connected. It wasn't something where it was like, oh, I can't get to that area. Let me just go ahead and fast travel there because it won't let me get there. If you take the time, you can get to anywhere in Hogwarts on foot. So I do like that part. I like that part about the game.
secret passageways, flying around the Forbidden Forest on a broomstick, and exploring dark caves lit only by the glow of your Lumos spell. The developers at Avalanche have so brilliantly captured the look and feel of the wizarding world that I was amazed at just being there, no matter what trivial errand I was wrapped up in. That immersion could occasionally be broken by Legacy's dicey performance during my time playing on PlayStation 5, though. That includes frame rate inconsistency, weird lighting issues, aggressive pop in while moving around quickly, and more.
See, I didn't
There's even
experience
this
any of that.
weird thing where every door in Hogwarts has a brief loading screen. It's
Ah, that was fine.
understandable since there's so
I feel like that's cool because it was brief. It really was like brief. Like it was like a half a second, and then the door opened.
much packed into this beast of an adventure, but the PS5's promises of the death of loading screens haven't quite been lived up to here.
Witching for a snitch.
As someone who finds the wand whipping fights in the movies fairly dull, I was very concerned that Hogwarts Legacy's spell slinging combat wouldn't be able to hold my attention across the roughly 32 hours it took me to beat the campaign. But I can admit when I'm wrong. The combat is fantastic,
Yeah,
challenging, and utterly
I
captivating.
did. Like I think the best thing about it was the parries that you could do whenever an enemy get close. Cause like I like playing as like a mage and stuff like that in other games. Well, I ain't gonna say I like playing like because I'm more so into melee now. But when I was playing this game, I didn't mind playing a mage, but I do like when the person get close. It doesn't like when the enemy get close. I don't have to like run away. I can just parry their attack, and it rewards you for doing a perfect parry too.
There's a lot more to it than shooting balls of light out of a stick. Instead, the trick is
Yeah,
in
because you can
dodging
use
and
different
countering
spells
enemy
and
attacks
different
and
like,
pulling off
and they have like different support spells too. Like you can lift somebody in the air and shoot them. It's like a whole bunch of different things. The fire takes work on almost every enemy. So, but I do like the variety of spells you can use. It was different ways for everybody. It's almost like you can make kind of like your own type of build and just go at the game like that because there were so many different type of spells that you could use to help you.
creative combos.
Yeah, the creative combos.
For example, you can pull enemies toward you with Accio, light them on fire with the close range Incendio, then blow them away with the explosive Bombarda spell. Chaining together abilities to make your opponents look like complete fools never stops being amusing, especially as you unlock talent tree perks that enhance your skills with modifiers that make your elemental spells fork to nearby enemies or transform into AoE attacks.
Yeah.
Many of the combat encounters are
Oh,
legitimately
these fire spells work wonders on these spiders.
challenging too. I'll admit I died my fair share of times while trying to show off a new set of spells or by neglecting to see a goblin sneaking up behind me. Improving your skills and figuring out which spells work best for you is a really entertaining process, filled with experimentation and the occasional maiming. There's even a perfect parry mechanic, which begs to be mastered by tryhards like me looking for
Yeah.
that extra dopamine hit that comes from a timely block at the last possible second.
Yeah, this is easy to hit it
Also
too
be
though. I
forced to
like that.
change up your tactics regularly, since many enemies have color coded shields that can only be broken by spells of a particular type. For example, enemies with a red shield won't be damaged until you
Now that's the thing, like, cause it'd have been messed up. Like, I didn't have a problem with it because I kept it like color coordinated. Like I had different type of spells in there. But if you were like a person that was like, nah, I want to be only a fire wizard or something like that, you would run in trouble if somebody got like a yellow shield. Like you would run in trouble. You will. I think you could. I'm not for sure. I think you can still beat them. Like I think you'll eventually get. You can bypass it if you do enough damage, but it's just easier if you match the color with what shield they got on. But if you are somebody who like put all fire spells in there, you would have a hard time with certain enemies. But luckily, I mix mine up.
hit them with a fire-based spell, which means you'll need to keep a few of those handy. While the combat system never stops being entertaining, the creatures you fight do run out of tricks up their sleeves. You'll see the same familiar faces a lot, as you
Yeah,
spend an
but that's
enormous amount of
every
your
game.
time
That's
fighting
every game now.
lizards, spiders, and goblins. Every once in a while, they'll trot out a troll enemy or nondescript magical suit of armor as well, but the enemy's legacy
I
throws at
like the
you
solitude
wear
armor
thin
from
pretty
Elden Ring.
quick.
Well for a spell.
When you're not lighting spiders on fire, you'll need some lighter activities to spend your time with. And it's actually kind of crazy just how many
And see, that's the thing too. When it comes to stuff like this, normally in games, I'm not touching this. Like this is the least thing that I'm worried about. But even in Hogwarts Legacy, I was like decorating the little room that you get. The room, I think it's called like the room of improvement or something like that. I was decorating. I spent some time on the first playthrough decorating that room and trying to add animals and stuff like that. Mainly because I needed the fur and the feathers from the animals to upgrade my items. But still, I even worked and tried to at least make it look a little nice. So the game really does do a good job of getting you like immersed in the lore of like Hogwarts.
side tasks Legacy gives you. You could spend hours decorating your very own personal
I ain't
space in the
spent hours.
environment, go around
Probably like a
hatching,
good 30
grooming, and
minutes.
breeding all manner of fantastic beasts, if you know where to find them, practice your gardening or potion making, go shopping in Hogsmeade, become a champion duelist in an underground dueling ring with your classmates, or even go full Voldemort and decide you want to become a master of the dark arts by learning the killing curse and other unspeakable acts, which goes about as well as you'd
That's
expect.
what I did on my second
Used to it.
playthrough. My second playthrough, I was evil.
It's not just
I would have
easy to
apple
waste
apple
hours
him.
goofing off. I found it downright difficult to not get distracted by a dozen things and forget what I'd originally set out to do. One of the ways you can completely forget about the looming goblin threat in the main story is by engaging in the over 100 side quests that are packed into the adventure. Not all of these
I
diversions
don't
are
really.
equally entertaining.
I don't. I like when games put a lot of side quests in there because it helps you level up. But I like that the side quests were optional. Like you really can just do the main story and be good. Like side quests is like if you want to continue to like level up, or if it's like some items that you want to use, then you can do the side quests. But having a lot of side quests, I don't see that as a bad thing.
Some are definitely your basic go here and kill or collect this thing errands that do little more than burn some time. But many feature one of the aforementioned awesome characters, asking you to solve their problems or help them get into some good old fashioned mischief. Meet me outside the library tonight and tell no one. It also helps that you're often appropriately rewarded for your efforts.
Yeah, that's another thing. I hate the. I I like the different type of items, but I hate leveling up like clothing. I really hate that in games. Like that's all games. Like I hate that you have to like level up clothing. Like I wish you could just like whatever you get, just have like a certain amount of stats. But I guess I don't know because sometimes you might have to get clothing in the beginning or items that you want, and it's like you want to carry that throughout the game. So I guess it's good in that. But this is the aspect that I hated, and it's like when your inventory. I hate that like your inventory should be almost limitless. Like I hate that they put a limit on your inventory because then it's something that you want, then you gotta figure out how to sell it or just throw it away, and then I don't know. I just don't like that part of games. That's all games in general, not just Hogwarts.
Whether that's earning some gear to upgrade your stats, cosmetic items to improve your swagger, or best of all, new spells. The ultimate carrot in a game where you're often limited only by what magic you know how to cast. For example, one side quest gives you the Alohomora spell, which in classic Metroidvania fashion allows you to literally unlock doors and get into places previously inaccessible to you. Collecting spells goes a long way to opening up the map and giving you a better bag of tricks during combat. And I found myself positively thirsting for as many of these game changing abilities as I could get my grubby paws on. The gear that you'll find doesn't really allow you to create full on builds per se, but you'll gain some resistances and buffs to your character and can spend some time upgrading and modifying your best items for minor improvements. None of it is particularly game changing stuff, but it
Yeah, that's the thing when he said it's not game changing. It isn't mandatory or something like that. That's why just really didn't care for it. I was like, just give me the one with the best, like increase the stats, and then I'll just wear it. But I don't know. Some people, people like the cosmetic aspect of games. I was just like, nah, I don't care. I'm ready to get into it. But yeah,
it managed to capture my attention enough for me to spend a good chunk of my time looking at my equipment. Of course, the real loot game is about the cosmetics, a fact that Legacy seems to be keenly aware of since they find ways to hide cool looking clothes all over the place. These
yeah,
items don't have any gameplay impact, but pimping out my Slytherin legend to outshine all the kids from the lesser houses is more than enough of a motivation. Best of all, you can overwrite the appearance of any gear you've got equipped with the look of anything you've acquired so far, which is just fantastic. In nearly every way, Hogwarts Legacy is the Harry Potter RPG I've always wanted to play.
I
Its
agree.
open world adventure captures all the excitement and wonder of the wizarding world with its memorable new characters, challenging and nuanced combat, and a wonderfully executed Hogwarts student fantasy that kept me glued to my controller for dozens of hours. It's certainly weighed down by technical issues, an unexciting but inoffensive main story, and
I
some
thought the main
empty
story was
variety,
good.
but even those couldn't come close to breaking the enchanting spell it cast on me.
Yeah, they gave it a 9. That's good.
Check out our reviews of Hi-Fi Rush and SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
Yeah, my overall thoughts on the game. Now, like they said with the story, I thought the story was okay, but if I compare it to some of the stories that I've recently, like Liza P's story was amazing, like great. So if I compare it to stuff like that, then yeah, the story was lacking in that aspect, but it wasn't bad by it wasn't bad by any means, but yeah, the story was a little if because even when it's going through, I was trying to like remember what happened, like it wasn't nothing that just stuck out. But overall, I think the main mistake that they made was not putting out a DLC. I think by now it should at least had two DLCs. And the hardest part of this game is choosing not to become evil, like choosing not to learn the dark arts. That was so hard for me the first time because I was trying to do it, be the Harry Potter type of person whenever I was going into this. That second playthrough though, man, Hogwarts Legacy, I was worse than Voldemort. Like I was the one who shall not be named because I was doing everything evil in there. I was like the Hogwarts Legacy like Eisen version. But overall, I agree with him. 9.5. It was a great game. I wish they would come out with a DLC or at this point go ahead and make a Hogwarts Legacy too. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, I'll have a link to the reaction video in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.